welcome to the best damn book club on the internet. My name's Ryan Talmadge. That's Davis Crocker. This is 2H Reading Comics, and today, Davis, why don't you go ahead and tell them what we're doing?
Well, folks, today we're going to be reading Powers, Volume 1, Episode 156. As always, thank you for being here, joining us. Tell your friends, your family, anyone who wants to listen to it is Read Comics. You can find us anywhere on Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook, and you can listen to us anywhere that you get your podcasts.
Yep. And sorry about this not being on Tuesday.
For the loyal fans that we have apparently acquired.
Yeah. So we're using a program called Riverside FM, and so far it's great, to be honest. It makes it super easy.
Yeah.
And the quality for what we have is very good. And found the only complaint that I have with this is that you have to set up a studio for your show.
Yeah.
And all your recordings are held in that studio. And the first time me and Davis tried to use this program was for a show we ended up not doing.
Yeah, thank God.
And so
it would have been kind of rough.
This entire month has been recorded in that studio. And then we went to record July last weekend. I deleted that studio. And this episode was the only one left that I hadn't edited and stuff. Because I took the first 3 weeks of this month to go on a work trip to North Dakota. So I had to already edit all those and stuff. And so the file for this recording got deleted.
Woohoo!
So yeah, we're here to re-record it. A book we read over a month ago.
Yeah.
Don't know how well I'll be able to recall. I know I enjoyed it. Davis, I think, could take it or leave it.
Yeah.
But the positive side is y'all get to hear about how my nephew absolutely bullied me this weekend.
Let's go.
And then at the end, we'll redo our draft and probably going to change a few picks. So now that I looked back and saw it, I'm going to change some picks.
Might get changed a little bit. So, buddy, are you being, I guess, facetious about your little nephew?
Oh, no, my 7-year-old nephew absolutely bullied me.
Jesus
and
Christ.
Now I'm looking at myself after what he called me, and it's just like, fuck, y'all caught me on laundry day.
Every child, like every insecurity that you could have is
kids are. I can't wait for your kid to start talking because they find it somehow.
Oh yeah, they don't have a filter; they just spit nonsense.
Yeah, but me and my nephew were going back and forth Sunday because Monday was my mom's birthday. Shout out Becky!
Happy birthday!
And so we all went to their new house and went to the community pool. And I was joking around with my nephew, said something smart ass. I don't remember what I said, but he said, "Okay, pizza boy." And if you know anything about me and my time in college, I literally ate pizza like almost every single day.
You ate pizza as much as I ate wings. Like, I mean, that was our.
But in the cafeteria, it was like the only thing was like, it wasn't great. Sometimes it was good, but it was always there, and there was never a line.
If the grill guy wasn't there, it was pizza or hot dogs.
Yeah.
Like, because the rest of the food you could, it got a little.
It depended on what they served that
sketchy.
day. Yeah. But our friend group quickly found out, and they made fun of me. And when he said, "Okay, pizza boy," I legit had flashback PTSD. I shut up so fucking fast.
Little PTSD moment going like, back in college. I'm back in the.
And I was like, has he been? I literally made the comment. I was like, he's been talking to my college friend group. It's like, I don't know how they do it, but they do.
God.
Because there's still some pictures that my family took and put on their own Facebook.
Oh yeah.
And then there was one that I'm not gonna talk about that I don't know, as far as I'm aware, it never got posted anywhere publicly and somehow found its way to our friend group chat.
Is it I'm trying to think which one it was. Is it the younger the younger you.
Yes, and
Yeah.
my grandfather used to have a pet ferret, and it was me holding the ferret,
That's
and it
right.
just looked creepy as shit.
It was so bad.
Um, but as far as I'm aware, that never got posted anywhere, and somehow made it to our friend group chat. So I
Yeah,
don't doubt that they somehow got to my nephew and told him to call me Pizza Boy.
dude. If anything, the group that the guys that were really good about snooping, they could find anything.
Oh yeah.
They like their time off was just sitting on people's pages and
Hmm.
finding shit. Just
I like. I remember I went after that and like on Facebook, like unlinked everyone as my family. I'm like, I'm related
get
to
away,
no one.
get away.
But after this, my nephew then. So I'm not like obviously I'm a big guy. I'm eating a lot of pizza. Um, but I was always told being the big guy that wears the t-shirt at the pool just makes it 10 times worse.
Oh,
So you
I
just
would never.
take your shirt off.
I will never be the guy that's in the pool with a t-shirt on.
Yeah, take your shirt
I
off,
don't.
and then don't like wherever you're at in the pool. Just make sure it's like here up.
Yeah,
Don't. Yeah.
just dude, I sit in the pool. Like if I'm in the shallow end, I'm
Hmm.
pretty much sitting on my hands,
Oh yeah.
like back on my hands, so that my chest is under the water,
Yeah.
or on my knees, or almost sitting on the steps. Like, but I will never be caught in a pool with a t-shirt on,
Hmm.
just chilling. Like
Yeah.
I'll refuse. I'll be 500 pounds and I won't do it. I
Hmm.
can't.
And so my nephew hadn't passed the swim test yet, apparently, at his YMCA, so they didn't even try it
Oh
here.
shit.
So, which he seemed like a good swimmer. He just was nervous. Like, he always wanted to be on the
Uh,
wall or by a ladder or like near me. But,
does he?
like,
Can he not stand up in the shallow end?
well, we were in the deep end. That's why that's
Oh,
the
okay.
swim.
I got
Um,
you.
and so I was like, he wanted to jump into the water. I was like, you can't do that in shallow end. We got to go to deep end. And since you haven't passed it yet,
All right.
an adult has to be with you. And so I
Yeah.
was pretty much with him all day. And I think my stepdad was over there, and it was just us three. And at one point, he wears goggles, never took them off, especially with the nose guard. He was just
Yeah.
like, he jumped in, stayed there under like a little bit longer than usual, and then came up and like screams, he's like, Uncle Ryan, your stomach looks like a blob underwater.
Hmm.
And I was just like, God damn, what the fuck?
Like he could, like the
I don't,
wave he is.
I don't know.
Oh fuck.
Um,
Shit.
he then spent the rest of the day like going underwater, swimming up to me and poking me in the stomach.
I'm sure he was under there, and if he pokes you, he'd watch the wave just
Yeah, pretty
like a
much.
slow motion punch. Like
Yeah. My
should have had
stomach's not
somebody.
very loose right now, or wasn't that
Should have
day.
had somebody. Well, I mean, you got to think, man. A pool is it's
Yeah.
compresses everything in, so all your
Hmm.
skin is just
Yeah.
it's just there. I mean, it's
Hmm.
nothing. There's no gravity helping you.
Yeah.
But what would have
So
been
yeah,
really fun is having
I
somebody
thought
there
about
that
just like, because clearly he's like worried about being out in the open ocean by himself. I thought about just picking up, throwing him halfway across the deep end, being like, huh. I knew he could. He's a decent
he
swimmer.
could make it. It
He's
just
just a nervous
freaks.
kid. And I
Yeah,
just thought about just throwing him out into the middle of the deep end and just being like,
that's
swim.
what you get.
Yeah, but no,
Jesus.
I did not.
What would have been funny if you had somebody, a buddy, there and tell him, "Hey, man, go underwater and actually punch him and watch the wave."
No, he doesn't need that kind of encouragement. And then his sister, oh my gosh. I told that little kid, because I was a middle child and wasn't
Yeah,
like the only of the two sex, or you know what I mean? Two, yeah, sexes. Trying not to get canceled here. And so one of my nieces is uh, a middle child and is not the only girl. And it's showing. She is going
already
through it.
rebelling.
Yeah.
Because the
I
youngest is
told,
like,
she started like just being super obnoxious. And I said, I told y'all, here's that middle child coming out. And my sister looked at me and was like, yep, it's gotten worse.
"This way,"
Yeah.
because there's a good many years age gap between the middle and the baby, right?
Yes. So my nephew, and from this sister, my nephew is um, 7. She is 5, and then the baby was born in February, I think.
Oh,
February or
geez.
January.
So,
Or no,
wow.
December last year.
Yeah, December. Yeah.
Yeah.
So there's a 5 year.
Yeah.
So it's I mean, there's a yeah. She's gonna get. It's worse now. It'll be
Mhm.
worse than even like between you and your brother. At least there
Oh
was
yeah.
some. At least there was like what 2 year, a year.
Little like a year and a couple months.
Yeah. So at least like y'all were close
Yeah.
enough together that like
Hmm.
okay, yeah, you might have been the middle, but like y'all were both babies together.
Yeah. And
But
I exaggerate it just because it's fun
I
to
know you
annoy
do.
my parents, but
Yeah.
that was only on my dad's side. On my mom's side, I was still the middle child, but I was the only boy, and
Right.
so it
It,
wasn't
it,
that bad.
but like she's like 5 years older, so she's understanding like the
Oh yeah.
uh, oh no, I'm getting replaced.
Yeah, she's not the
Like
baby anymore.
I am fully getting replaced, and I
Mm.
understand it all now. Well, I
You
understand
know
some of
what's
the
weird
5 year olds
though?
don't understand what.
Um, and my sister was like super worried about it when they found out they were having another baby. She is like she based. I don't know if it's a thing with kids, but like she was always about baby dolls and stuff like that. And so when the newest niece was born, they had to buy her like one of the most legit looking baby dolls, period, because they were worried that she was going to try to be like the mom to the new kid instead of seeing it as a sister or something like that. Like she thought
Mm,
she was going to like try to take care of it.
okay, I mean, I can see the good
And
and the
also,
bad
we've
of
seen
that.
how rough she
Uh,
treats her baby dolls.
well, I think that's the more fear than
Yeah,
anything because you want them
because
to
all she
be
does is like
nurturing
take the
enough,
clothes
but
off and then like drag it by one arm
yeah,
and throw it around.
you can't have that.
Yeah.
Like if they want to hold it or be there
Hmm.
with it or help feed it, yeah, that's one thing. But if
Yeah.
she then starts to change it and snaps his arm, her arm, or
Hmm.
oof,
But apparently, like the first time I went and saw it, like she got mad that I got to hold the baby and she didn't and stuff like that. So,
jeez.
but yeah,
But
she's being a little demon.
now talking about our friend group, are you the only one that's not the oldest?
I don't know everybody's
'Cause
family like that.
off the top of my head, I've gotten to four. That's either the yeah that are the oldest.
No, Huey Town. He has an older
Oh
brother.
yeah, that's right,
Yeah.
that's right. Okay, that's right. So
Mm.
yeah, he's a middle like you then.
Yeah.
Okay, I was just trying to think. I thought it was funny there for a minute.
Somehow that explains a lot. Um,
What? Oh,
I don't have that oldest child confidence like y'all do.
yeah. I was sitting here and thinking, it's like the ones that that went and got the pictures. It's like, oh yeah, they're the eldest. They're the oldest.
Mhm.
They push the envelope. They find the
And
buttons.
then
They
like half the time, the two that were younger than me weren't at the same house as me, and so
right. You didn't have anybody to
I
push
didn't
buttons.
have anyone to pick on
Yeah.
and do all this funny stuff or like yeah,
do
no
the
one. That's
do the
explains so
adulting.
much. Explains so much.
See, look, we're not just friends. We're also therapists to each other.
Yeah, and this is going better than this past weekend.
Oh
This
shit.
next month gets a little contentious, people.
We may have took
And
some
I thought it was going to
shots.
be bad tonight since I was the one that deleted the file.
Man, dude, we've forgotten to record. We've forgotten to turn mics on.
Yeah.
We've lost data.
Hmm.
It's okay. This is just I mean, out of 155 at this point,
Yeah.
first one we've
I
ever
think this is
lost or missed
156.
is but up to
Yeah.
155. This is the first one we've completely lost or missed,
Yeah.
skipped. I call that a good record.
Hmm. That being said, the book we did read over a month ago, Powers,
Yes.
Volume 1, Who Killed Retro Girl. Um, Let me find the. I have a collected version, so I don't know if how that changed. Well, now we're in the pages. Shite. How do you do this, Davis?
It's like the third page, second or third page in.
Yeah, I've got the publisher and the. Oh, there it is. That's why. created by Brian Michael Bendis and Michael Avon Oming. Um, colored and lettered by Pat Garify and with Brian Michael Bendis. Separation Assist by Ojo Caliente Studios. And then art and cover Michael Avon Oming. That is for the new um, Powers
It's
omnibus
called
put out by Dark Horse.
because this is a reprint, right? Not a. I mean, it's all a
Yes.
reprint, but like
So,
this is like an
mhm.
updated of the original volume.
Yeah. Basically, it was a creator-owned book by the two creators. I want to say it started at Image, but then when Brian Michael Bendis went to Marvel, they made it not because he owns the rights. They made an omnibus for it. Then when he went to DC, I don't think they did anything with it, but now they're at Dark Horse, and so they went ahead and made a soft paperback omnibus. So,
Yeah,
but yeah, those are the people. I assume it's the same for the original Volume One. So,
yeah. That you said
um,
something about the third or fourth name had a weird title to them. I'm sure
mhm.
that was added for
Oh yeah,
the
the
the volume.
separation assistant.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah. I'm sure that was added to kind of. They probably took maybe the original volume was 8 issues and now this one was 6 or something like that.
it sounds like because I don't know. Image doesn't usually have ads in their comics, but anytime like because of extra pages you have to put in to credit more people and stuff like that. Um, maybe you know how like you always want your big surprise to be like on the left page.
Yeah, so when you
So
turn,
sometimes you have to
yeah.
add pages to make that work again and stuff like that. So I don't know.
Oh, yeah,
Maybe it
maybe
was something
so.
like that.
Yeah, that could work.
Um, but if you like crime procedural shows where the off detectives are talking fast, making quick jokes, and then you throw a splash of superheroes in there. That's what this is.
Yeah, I remember like I do remember feeling that when I was reading it, it's like supposed to have been a very heavily detective comic, yet the twist at the end, not really a twist at the end, but when they revealed the killer
Mm.
was like, oh, oh, okay, you've never mentioned this person, you've never talked
They
about this
literally
person,
caught him like
so
spray painting
yeah,
outside of the
the
crime or something like
yeah
that.
the word that was found at the first at what's her
Mm.
name's. Damn, I always forget the names though. Uh, that the original, the whole
Retro
reason
Girl.
they started, yeah, Retro
Yeah.
Girls crime scene.
Mm-hmm.
Um, but I don't know. I felt like we were going to get more of a superhero villain type thing happening, other than
Mm-hmm.
just some Joe Blow wanting to kill superheroes.
I mean, he
Um,
took down a superhero, so
that's what I mean. I mean, but he doesn't seem like a killer maniac villain that's going to run the show or
yeah.
something.
I mean, can't give it all away on the first volume.
And that's also kind of part of the a little bit of the hang up too.
Yeah. You had to introduce everybody, establish
Oh
characters and
yeah.
stuff like that.
Um, the main guy, I've got a Christian Walker.
Yeah.
Um, of course, I mean the whole reveal that he was in one of
Nightwing
the
looking guy. I
superhero.
don't.
Yeah, uh, that wasn't that big of a shock because I mean
I
all
mean,
the
they
pictures
teased it
they
the
were
whole time.
showing, and yeah, it was
And
like
we talked
okay,
about it in the first time we recorded this. It got ruined for us in crossover.
well, yeah,
Yeah, and so they made it sound like it was a much bigger deal, like something that would happen, like halfway through the life of the comic,
yeah,
and it was volume one. They found out
right,
and teased it the entire time.
yeah. Um, trying to think, there was something. I do remember there being something else about the comic that just was, eh.
I don't think you were
Oh,
ecstatic
oh,
about all the text bubbles.
there we go. Yeah, it was the kind of the old school '90s text
Yeah,
bubble, and then
it's a
the
lot
when
of
they had
talking,
the
but that's
eh,
CSI and all that.
well, right. I mean, it's just sitting around talking. I mean, you can't have a death scene or a shootout every
Mm-hmm.
10 minutes. The one thing I remember not liking at all was when they went to the uh, TV producers or to the newscasters,
Mm-hmm.
and they were on
Oh,
like
that
there was on
second
like
issue
six
where
page.
like
Yeah,
the bottom was completely separate from the top, and it was
yeah,
just
like the
breaking down
bottom was the
everybody's
actual.
backstory.
Yeah, like the bottom was the actual story, but the top was like 6 panels on each page of just
Yeah,
newscasters just kind of rehashing volume issue one. And I was like,
yeah.
okay. There was a little backstory about this group was
It
with
was
so and so
basically
retro,
just giving backstory of the characters and
yeah,
stuff like that.
retro
It
girl
was
with so and so, and
it was a way to convey that information. Don't know if it was the right way.
I agree. I mean, it makes sense with the layout. It
Mm-hmm.
gives you a lot of information real quickly,
Yeah,
gets you set up. But like you said, it just seemed a little
it
giving that
seemed
much
super
information
info
away.
dumpy.
Giving that much information away in literally issue two
Yeah,
seemed like a cry for, oh, we got to grab your attention quick or we're going to lose everybody.
it seemed where like they were like, sure, we could show not tell, but that'd just be a shit ton of flashbacks. So we'll just
Yeah,
do this instead.
yeah.
But
I don't. I definitely don't hate it. I mean, it definitely wasn't a hate, but
I
just
don't know.
kind of. I guess I was expecting more of a detective comic than.
Mm-hmm.
And again, volume one, we've had these issues over the years. It's
Yeah,
just kind of you got to do something to draw the attention of your readers to keep you coming back,
yeah.
and there's only so much you can do in one in little 8 issue,
Mm-hmm.
maybe even 6 issues to grab your attention and keep going.
Yeah. Um, it's definitely interesting. I think it was worth checking out.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Um, then again, judging by our top tens we did this past weekend, um, I don't know if Davis enjoyed this year very much. We took a lot of risks on a lot of books that I thought were just fun.
Oh, I
Um,
don't have any complaints on what we read. It's just more of just nothing really popped home for me.
yeah. So we're going to be asking Davis to help pick books more.
Actually, honestly, I think a lot of. I mean, I picked a lot more this year,
Really?
and some of them, I think I did. I don't remember. The
Mm,
last the last 6 months have been a kind of a different world lately.
yeah. You know what I saw? I've been remember that Power Ranger Kickstarter we've been talking about since the first year of the show.
That we should have put money in and didn't.
Yeah. Well, I don't. By the time we found it, it had already stopped
No,
taking orders and stuff.
that's true.
But I've over the couple of years we've been doing this, I've been uh, looking up YouTube videos to see if it had finally shipped out and just watch unboxing videos on.
Yeah.
I did that randomly again today, and the first video that popped up was 3 months ago. So that
So
stuff, they stopped taking orders before we started this show.
right.
3 months
And
ago, they started shipping them out.
holy shit.
Mm-hmm.
Dude, I'd be so pissed if we spent. I mean, that was gonna be a good chunk of fucking change we were gonna
Just to
spend
get
at
the
the time.
6 books was $500
Yeah,
without
but it
all
was
the
like
fancy shit.
it was like a special cover, and
Yeah,
you got like I think a case for them all or something. But
it came in like a box,
yeah, but
a
like
nice box. I
yeah,
watched the unboxing video. It was pretty nice.
but it was also kind of like now looking back on it, it's like really we're gonna spend $500 on just.
I spent more
But
because I didn't think they were. You need to jump on them because they reprinted
they're
the ones
reprinting
that I
for
have.
August. I think no, the first volume has not reprinted yet,
I'm
but
not
it is
sure.
coming.
It keeps
I,
Amazon keeps recommending it to me,
it has not yet
but
because I checked it. I
I
checked
paid
it
two
the other
hundred
day.
dollars just for the first one because I was like maybe they won't reprint it.
Right, but yeah, it's that's fucking wild, dude. You don't know how pissed I'd be if we waited that fucking long for that shit.
Well, I know part of it was they couldn't release it before the actual paper
The
trades, and like
Yeah,
the one that I have had to
well,
come
the number
out.
six, yeah, like
Yeah,
number
and I
six or something
think
had to come
they
out.
planned to do it like a week after that came out, but then even that book got delayed a bunch.
Yeah, I think that happened. Like that was happening like right in the middle of the whole like comic COVID
Yeah.
shipment
Mm-hmm.
issues and
Mm-hmm.
everything, and it just that's just
So On
That
top of just
22 was a wild year.
yeah, on top of just taking a long time in general, they had some delays in there too.
Hmm.
But you think that
That,
would have helped them? I don't know. Like more
dude,
time to get all your stuff built.
I would still be so pissed if we had just gotten it 3 months
Oh
ago.
yeah,
Jeez.
but
Hmm.
yeah, go check out. I'll send you the unboxing video I looked at.
Sweet.
It's nice.
I bet.
Um,
I mean, for that much, it better been nice.
mhm. We did do a draft for this episode.
Woohoo!
It was the draft of best comic book movies. Now we
Yeah,
have already done this draft.
we have, and
Um,
going back and looking at it.
I think we're gonna just redo it. Um, Now I vote you can't have that up in front of you because I can't because
Why
I
not?
literally have the recording up.
You can just throw it in the corner. You can't make
No,
split screen. You can't do split screen.
I don't. I want to like check our stuff and be a producer, and I
See,
just don't want
I'm being a sleazeball,
because if I do it, it'll be on my phone and the whole thing will just be me like this. I'll take
or
this one.
I can be. Now I always have my list up in front of me, anyways.
Yeah,
So I I can do it. You can't. So ha ha.
whatever.
Put it this way.
I messed up.
I'll give you first pick.
See, I messed up the recording. I was gonna give you first pick.
Well, I've got my cheat sheet, so
Yeah,
you
go
want it or
ahead.
me? Okay.
You can have it.
Well, I mean, so I
There's
mean,
a clear number 1-1. So
yeah. Well, for me, it's Avengers: Infinity War.
oh,
Uh,
you're sticking with it.
yeah, I'm still sticking with Avengers: Infinity War.
I mean, that was what I was going to take because I thought for sure you would take the one I took, number one overall last time,
Uh,
The Dark Knight.
that could have been it too. But either way, even without our cheat sheets, those two are still,
Yeah.
I mean, arguably the greatest comic movies ever to happen.
Mm.
You got Avengers: Infinity War, which literally just the start to the end of the saga that Marvel created,
Mm.
and the Dark Knight's just Christian Bale being a fucking badass and
Yeah. It's
going ham.
probably
Although
the best Batman movie ever made.
I argue that Christian Bale's the best Batman.
I don't
Now,
know. That
I will
voice.
say, well, the voice isn't the greatest, but I will say there's also, I mean, age bias, personal,
Mm.
because I mean, the Batman I watched was him,
The only
and
complaint I have about Bale's Batman is kind of the same I have about Robert Pattinson's Batman. Which Robert Pattinson's Batman is basically like he's only been doing it for like 2 years, so it's
well, right,
understandable for him.
we
But
don't
it's
really
like
have
they
anything
don't
yet.
use Bruce Wayne to their full
Yeah.
capability. And I think
Now,
I haven't watched all the Keaton Batmans, but from my understanding, he uses Bruce Wayne kind of like they do in the animated series.
was Keaton did with the Penguin, right? With the uh,
Yes, he did
crap, I always forget his name.
Danny
The
DeVito
Danny
Penguin, and
DeVito
then I
Penguin,
think he
which still
did
scares
he
me
did
absolutely
Jack
insane.
Nicholas Joker. I think
Yeah.
was him.
Um, the what I remember, because it's been a long time since I watched them, they were
Mm.
a lot more like Bruce would go to a balls and Bruce would be at
Yeah.
governor events or he
Mm-hmm.
would be at parades and then leave and become Batman and come
Yeah.
back or whatever. But yeah,
Yeah.
the most recent Batmans now are
The only time, uh, especially in the like Batman Begins, he kind of like Robert Pattinson, Christian Bale wasn't using Bruce Wayne to get info like he needed to.
correct.
Dark Knight, he didn't really. I don't from like off the
Mm,
top of my head.
I mean, you've got that's what the Joker, right?
Yeah,
Because the last one's one with
he's really just
Bane and
using
Catwoman.
Bruce Wayne to fuck with Harvey Dent
Yeah,
before he becomes Two Face.
he's in the high rise and Joker shows up
Mm-hmm.
at the ball party, and
But that was
it
just
just
to try to
it was
stunt
just
on Harvey
there.
Dent. Yeah.
Yeah, that was a turn into a love triangle more than anything.
Mm.
Not really
The
using
only
it.
time he really used his powers as Bruce Wayne. Or wait, no, no, no. Okay, I had it mixed up. He used his powers as Bruce Wayne to get the meeting with the Asian guy who was handling all the money with the mob in Dark Knight. I thought that was in
Yeah,
number 3 for some reason.
the That's I always forget which one that one is. It's not the best.
What? That's Dark
The
Knight.
third one's
Oh,
Dark
Dark
Knight.
Knight Rises.
Yeah, Dark
Him
Knight
going
Rises.
to
Yeah,
China or going to Hong Kong to get the businessman was Dark Knight. Because he,
yeah, but I'm talking about
yeah,
the third one's not the best of the
no.
three. It's
Mm.
definitely the worst of the trilogy.
It's what keeps it from being a perfect trilogy.
Yeah, yeah, it really hurt.
Mm.
There was a lot of good aspects that it could have been, but either way.
I finally found out, or I saw a video of like why Tom Hardy did that voice. He was like, "I'm a British white dude. What makes you think I can do a Latino accent?"
But I
And
agree.
so he was
I mean,
like, "Just let me do this." And they were like, "That's better than your Latino accent. We'll go with that."
I agree. I mean,
Yeah,
imagine him trying to be Latino up there
yeah.
doing all that shit. Uh,
Okay, so that's your one and my one.
yep. I'm gonna go with Spider-Man into the Spider-Verse, into the
You
multiverse. Sorry,
motherfucker.
not Spider-Verse. That's months from now. But yeah,
What they don't know is that was my number 2 pick
it
last
was.
time.
But I didn't like my number two from last time, so
I think your number 2 from last time is a great movie.
I do
Um,
too. But uh,
well, now that I know you probably won't take another Spider-Man, I'm gonna wait on that. Um, hmm, what did I say? I don't think he'll be a dick again and take that.
nah, I don't. I must have been in a mood when I did that.
You took it from me just to be an asshole.
I did, and I'm looking at it now. That's just a wasted pick.
Yeah. So I'll take that as my 5th. So that takes, yeah, we ended up doing 5 on this one, so we'll do it again.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
that takes my 4 and 5 out. Um, you've already taken Infinity War. Oh, I think I'm going Captain America Civil War.
Nice.
Yeah.
Okay, I like that. Uh, I mean, both. Well, I mean, hell, the Civil War is more of a
It's like
classic than
basically Avengers
anything.
2.5.
Oh yeah,
And you get
uh,
introduced to Tom Holland Spider Man.
yeah. Civil War, I don't think gets as much credit as
Mm.
people as it should, but
Yeah, it's great.
it's definitely up there. Uh, oof. I think my third's going to be Iron Man. I think I'm going to go with Iron Man for my number three.
Okay.
Uh, OG started the franchise. I mean, one of the first. I mean, kind of really got me into like understanding like what was going on in comics.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, not really. It's not the right phrasing for it, but um, launched the greatest superhero franchise ever. So
Okay. Um, hmm. So I've got my MCU pick. I've got my Batman pick.
oh, you're doing it. You're doing it
I've got my
methodically.
Spider Man pick. And then I've got my weird pick that people don't realize is a comic book. Um, so I'm gonna go X2
Ooh,
from X-Men Fox
all right.
universe.
Now,
Possibly the best X-Men movie.
now X2. It's again a long time since I've seen these movies. X2 was the one where they went to like that dam
Mm-hmm.
and found out about the they call her something with the girl that gets all the adamantium and everything, and they learn about Wolverine and his at the end of it the dam bus and Jean
Yeah,
becomes the Phoenix.
yeah. They think Jean
Okay,
dies, but it
but
really
she
unlocks the
just
Phoenix for X3.
yeah right,
It's one with Stryker in the dam. Yeah.
which X3 again makes that not be a top tier trilogy series.
Yeah, but I was a kid and didn't know any better, and I enjoyed X3.
I I agree. I'm the
I
same
haven't
way,
watched it since then, but
but
anytime
I
you can
can
have
only
someone
imagine.
yell, "I'm the Juggernaut, bitch." Yeah.
I love
Have
the
you
Juggernaut.
heard? I saw a video for a theory of what Deadpool 3 is going to be. And
I've
it's
seen a
going to
few.
be one of the theories I saw because it's got a lot of like the Fox movies,
Yeah.
people coming back. Like Halle Berry apparently posted a picture of her having white streaks in her hair. And they
Oh,
thought, oh,
Storm.
maybe Storm's going to be coming
Storm.
back. And they're talking about it might be Daredevil kill, or not Daredevil.
Uh,
Deadpool kills the Fox universe,
Ooh, that'd
and
be
then like
awesome.
because Hugh Jackman's
Like
confirmed
Deadpool
coming
kills
back.
Marvel. Yeah.
Yeah, Hugh Jackman's
Oh, dude, that'd be so fucking
confirmed
cool.
coming back, and it might be Hugh Jackman trying to stop him or helping
Oh,
him. I don't know.
or helping him.
Yeah,
I have
but
seen where
they told the guy who's knighted plays Professor X bald,
uh,
Sir
uh,
Patrick Ewing.
yeah,
Patrick Ewing's a basketball player. Fuck.
not Patrick.
He plays guy in Star Trek. Sir Patrick something.
Sir Patrick
Patrick Stewart.
Stewart.
Yes.
Jesus, I
I
can't
was like,
believe
I
we
knew
forgot his
Ewing
name.
sounded. And I was like, no, that's the guy from Georgetown who
I
played
can't
for the
believe we
Knicks.
forgot that.
But he's already come out. He said Ryan Reynolds and Hugh Jackman told me to be on standby.
Dude, I feel like the two of them, like
And
it's
then,
probably gonna be Reynolds directing, or maybe not directing, but like
mm,
heavily in charge,
yeah,
and just like have Hugh Jackman on speed dial the entire time, going, "Hey, you think we can get away with this?" And
yeah.
like the two of them seem to have a
I mean, they're
bromance
getting
that,
him to
like,
come back out of like the
yeah,
guy
retirement,
retired from Wolverine.
yeah,
He was like,
it's
I'm not doing
just
it,
to
and
come
so
do
he
this
got him to
shit.
come back. And he said it's
Yeah,
different enough as a character for him to like do something completely different from what he's done.
I like it.
So, um, and then there's a rumor that Ben Affleck was on set one day,
I was gonna say
and
that,
so he might be getting killed as the
but
Fox Daredevil.
I've seen that one. There was another one. Oh, they were joking about that. I'm sure this one I highly don't believe, but that since Ben Affleck was there,
Mm-hmm.
he's going to be Daredevil. They're going to kill Daredevil, and then because uh, Deadpool's in like a multiverse killing spree, he'll
Mm-hmm.
accidentally kill Ben Affleck's Daredevil,
Yeah.
and it'll trigger him to go see the Batman Ben Affleck. So
Uh,
he's going to be standing there looking at him like, "I just killed you."
there's no
And
way they could.
I no, they
It'd
wouldn't,
have to
but
be him like wearing the suit, and or not like the bat suit, but like
oh no, he would. It
the
would just have
nice
to be
suits
like
he was
him
wearing,
in. It'd have to be him
like
in like
next
a
to a very
bat
nice
cave.
car. Yeah.
Yeah, like in the bat cave, but not the bat cave.
It'll
Like
be
you've seen
like a
like the
cave
yeah
with a computer.
yeah like a big computer behind him. Like everybody understands what's happening, but
Yeah.
that would be funny.
Um.
Oh, that movie got moved up 6 months,
Yeah.
which is shocking. I don't know how you move up a movie that quickly that I didn't think was done filming
Mm.
or editing or everything.
Uh. If you believe all the people who like to hate on Marvel now on YouTube, they're just in huge course correction mode. But I mean,
I mean,
they'll literally have their videos coming out of like how bad superhero movies or TV shows are. Like 2 hours, like 2 a.m. The episode came out at like 1 a.m.
yeah,
I'm
I
like, how
know
did you have that video ready? Like
because you
they've been saying
they
about
were
Secret
recording it.
Invasion, but I've just got done
I liked it.
watching episode 2. It's pretty good.
Oh, it sped up. Cool,
Yeah.
cool. Because I enjoyed episode one. I didn't know what to expect, but
Mm.
I like it.
Yeah.
Um,
I don't. Where are we in the draft? I
pick number
picked.
4.
I
I'm
picked.
gonna
What were
go.
mine and what were yours?
You've got Dark Knight, Civil War, X2. I've
Okay.
got Infinity War, Spider Man, and Iron Man.
Okay.
Um, I think my fourth pick is going to be Kingsman: The Secret Service.
I'm surprised you're keeping that one.
It's an
The
it's an
first one
oddball.
is good.
It's just the first one. The second
They
one
get
was
slowly worse after that.
the second one was a waste of everybody's. I don't know. I
It
wouldn't say it
was
was
all right.
waste. It was okay. It was really funny. Then the
It was like,
third one,
hey, they threw the American spies in there.
yeah. Then the third one that
It
went back
was
and
not
like
great.
they were in the Civil World War
Formation of the
II.
Kingsmen.
It's like, oh, I thought we were going to get a lot more formation building,
Yeah.
not just one guy going off on a rampage. But
Mm.
all right, go ahead with your last two. I know you got them locked and loaded.
Oh, dang! I thought I had one more. At Dark Knight, Civil War. Yeah, I guess so. Like I said, I have a Spider-Man pick. Outside of, I thought about switching it to the new Miles Morales, and that's benefit of getting to watch it.
Yeah,
But I think the Across the Spider-Verse is heavily dependent on how Part 2 Beyond the Spider-Verse goes. So I'm still going to stick with my
Oh, so
Spider-Man.
the one that just came out is a part one.
Yeah,
Oh, I didn't know that.
yeah,
I
that was
still haven't seen the fucking movie yet.
we. I vaguely remember seeing it like on, how they put the timeline of every movie coming out or whatever. I
Yeah, yeah.
vaguely remember it being part one, part two, but when I was in the theater and it just, I mean,
It
you're
just
sitting there
ended.
at like the 2 hour, 15-minute mark and you're just like, how the fuck are they going to wrap this up?
And
And then
it's
all of
like,
a sudden it says to be continued.
oh, fuck.
Yeah, it's good though.
Yeah, I know it's
Um,
good, but still.
so since that movie is so dependent on what happens next, I'm still going to stick
Yeah.
with Spider-Man 2. Probably the best Spider-Man movie.
Yeah, that one's arguably, again, what we grew up with, what started us, and it
Mm-hmm.
just Tobey Maguire. You're doing Tobey Maguire one, right?
Yeah, Spider-Man 2.
Yeah, yeah. It's just classic, wonderful, good.
Mm-hmm.
But alrighty. So for my last pick, oh, should I do it? Should I do it to be a dick? No, I don't know. And even why I picked it last time, I don't know why I put it at
Just to
3.
be a
I'll
dick.
let you have it.
Yeah.
Um, I think my pick number 5 is gonna be Man from Uncle. Um, go ahead. I heard a very heavy
No,
sigh
just
there.
like I thought Man from Uncle would be the one that you changed.
That wasn't even on my
Looking at
pick
your
last time.
list. Yeah, it
It
was.
wasn't. It was on my
Oh,
spare
it was on
list.
your like spare okay.
Yeah, it was on my spare.
Mm-hmm.
But
Man from Uncle. Very good movie.
yeah,
Unfortunately,
I mean,
probably won't get a sequel.
man,
Thanks,
because which
Army
one of them?
Hammer.
Yeah, MC Hammer fucked that one up.
Army Hammer, not
Army Hammer,
MC
not
Hammer.
MC Hammer. Wrong one. Uh, yeah, shit, you got me all flustered now. I wish they would have. Now, granted, we looked at reading The Man from Uncle, and it is like a
It's a very old comic book.
67, well, like 50s and 60s sitcom esque
Yeah.
movie or comic, and it's like,
Yeah.
yeah, we're not about to
No.
subject ourselves to that.
Interesting. I will
Go ahead
go
and say it.
Scott Pilgrim, which is the one that Davis took from me when we originally recorded this. I love that movie. And it got us to read the book, and I like the book too.
Oh yeah,
if not
but
more.
I mean, I will say I don't. The movie's funny and fun, but that's that. I enjoyed watching it the one time.
I think your wife being there and giving us the look like, why the fuck are we watching this? I think that ruined the enjoyment for you.
I can imagine it didn't. I'm sure it didn't help the situation.
Yeah,
but it was funny.
if she would have stuck around longer than the first boyfriend, who, when he starts singing, it's super cringy, but still,
he's tough. But
can't wait for that Netflix animated series though.
Any idea when that's coming out? Or they even said?
I don't know, but they got the entire cast to come back.
Okay,
so
that'd be cool.
Yeah.
I'm surprised they can afford half the cast, to be totally honest, to come back.
Voice acting.
Oh, it's voice acting. It's
animated. So
yeah, so they can make it.
Yeah. Hopefully, it's more comic book accurate. But
I would imagine. I mean, if you're doing animated,
yeah,
I mean, you can make it
whole season of a TV show. So
yeah, I mean, you can literally pull it directly out of. You should be able to pull page for page.
The question
90%.
is, are they going to add a bunch of unnecessary bullshit that kind of ruins
guaranteed.
everything?
They're definitely going to add some fluff to it.
Mm-hmm.
But speaking of animated shows, we hopefully get Incredible, not Incredibles.
Invincible.
Invincible.
That's the later half of the year, I think.
But it is coming, so we should be getting a trailer soon, hopefully.
You would think. I mean, they had that
teaser thing.
Basically being like, hey, quit pessing around, it's coming.
We're coming, just chill the fuck out.
Yeah.
It's like we didn't expect this.
We've been getting trailers for The Boys, though.
We did?
There was a trailer for Homelander. It was like a Homelander teaser trailer
Oh yeah. That was
where
funny.
like Ashley from Vought is like
Like his
basically
PR,
trying
or
to
pretty
like
much
we're
just a
standing
PR
by
assistant.
Homelander even though he murdered that guy for throwing a can at his son.
Yeah, and everybody cheered.
Yeah,
Fuck, that show's just getting worse,
you mean better?
but in a good way.
Yeah,
Like it's just getting
it's reflecting life too much, is what you're saying.
it's getting a little too close to home,
Yeah.
but it's going fun.
Mm-hmm. Well, are you in the Eastern time zone right now?
Yeah.
Where are you?
Ohio. Des
Ooh,
something with a D. I don't know. It's the fucking Buckeye State, and I
Daytonson,
hate every. Yeah, no, Dayton.
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 Uh-huh.
Yeah, Dayton,
They got a
Ohio.
good basketball team.
It's also the home of Ohio State,
Dayton
and I hate being
Flyers.
here every second.
That's in Columbus.
It's the state. I said
Yes,
the
but there's
state.
also University of Ohio. There's
Still
Cincinnati.
don't care. Still don't care.
There's Akron.
Still don't care.
Whatever college is in Cleveland.
Still don't care.
You don't like Joe Burrow?
He's about the only redeeming quality of the state. Now, I will say
I'll say
we did go right by the stadium. Like, I mean, their stadium is
Cincinnati.
literally, yeah.
Yeah.
Like in the turn that we take to get to Dayton, it's
Mhm.
literally like you could throw a rock. It's closer to the interstate than Titan Stadium is.
Jesus.
Like you could, there might be a football field between the interstate and the stadium, and it's really cool.
Golly.
I like it, huh? Dude, it's close.
I feel like I don't think it's like FedEx Field or like
Oh
whatever,
no,
like the
it's
horrible field that the Commanders play on.
yeah.
But the Bengals owner is like notorious for being extremely cheap, and like
Yeah, now,
they're just now building an indoor practice facility.
dude, the indoor practice facility is as close to the interstate in the other half of the curve,
Really?
and
I
oh
didn't
yeah,
know. I don't know
it's
where it is.
literally, dude, it's you get in the
Normally, like it's
curve.
like 2 towns away.
No, in the inner, like coming through the heart of town, it's right when you get to town, coming from the
Mm-hmm.
south, and as you get the big curve to come to Dayton, it's literally in the curve. Like both are closer to the stadium, the
Mm-hmm.
interstate, than Titan Stadium, and the indoor facility has no parking lot yet. It's literally looks like they're in the parking lot of a construction, like in a
Yeah.
concrete manufacturing plant.
Mm.
It looks like it's cool, but
Yeah, but
it's
just think
like,
how much it
damn,
snows up there and how cold it gets, like come November, and
yeah,
you're like,
just
you
now
still
getting
have
an
like
indoor,
a month and a half left
yeah,
to practice in November.
and just now getting an indoor
Yeah.
facility. That's wild,
Mm.
but
But yeah.
yeah,
Have fun. How long are you up there?
be coming back tomorrow. So
Tomorrow. That
yeah,
was
we just
quick.
little. Well, we weren't supposed to be coming home till Friday, but we got done sooner, so
Oh, cool.
left Monday, came home Friday.
Yeah. Next week
We can actually
is
say what we're reading next week for our next month.
Batman Beyond the White Knight.
Yeah.
Um, go ahead and go. I think I just ended up making it a YouTube exclusive, but our top 10 from year 3 is on
Woohoo.
YouTube.
It gets
Probably
contentious, folks.
coming out before this because now we're in that weird time where like if I release it as soon as I get done editing this, like if I in this edit it, release it, well then top 10 comes out at 2 in the morning tomorrow Central
Yeah.
Time, and so it just that eats the potential views for this video, and
Yeah.
so this may be like Friday or Saturday release. So
Sounds good. We still got it in, folks. We got 156 in, so
yeah, so
we'll
but
screw
next
up
week
and fix our mistakes.
Batman Beyond the White Knight reminds me I will do that as soon as I hang up here. We got to post what we're reading next month. So,
Woohoo.
happy 4th of July to everybody out there.
Happy 4th.
But yeah, we'll see y'all next week.
Bye.
Bye.